And we're going to move on now to a dear, dear friend of ours, Miss Christie Bailey, and she is the Director of International and Professional Relations. So Christy is just unbelievable. I have known her for a couple of years, met her at a party, and we danced our hearts out, didn't we, that night? And we've been fast friends ever since. Something I love about Christy is that she loves beauty, loves people. She loves fur coats, fake fur coats. Because when I
Faux
was
fur.
up, yeah, I know she had to get rid of some of those, but that was so fun. And I really got to know Christy when we came up to Pulpdent, into the Boston area. She invited myself and 5 or 6 other dews to actually learn about the culture of Pulpdent, learn about the people at Pulpdent and the the science behind the products, which to me is amazing. And what a warm and welcoming person that she is. And she uses this combination of strategy, data analysis, and creative problem solving to identify customer needs and deliver thoughtful resolutions. She is responsible for overseeing Pulpdent's KOL network and international sales development. And so if you want to reach out to Christy, please do, because she is always looking for amazing women, especially to talk about her brand, experience their brand. And it's just, again, they are so dear to us because they see something here at Dew about raising women in dentistry. They see that it's more important than any one of us, any one product. And I mean, these are the kind of companies that we really want to look into, use their products, and promote. And I highly promote them. And I actually met Christy. When I met her, I also met Larry Clark. And he said, in nearly 3 years I have known Christy, she has proven herself to be one of the most professional and personable individuals I have met in my career. Very genuine, very smart. She listens and learns. Christy has been a bright light for many. I'm truly excited to have her as part of our Pulpdent team. And I had to read that, Christy, because Larry was a dear man. And I remember when he hired you and he was so excited, and you two together put a lot of what's in place today. And Christy holds a BA in psychology with a minor in English language and literature from the University of Montana, where she was involved in founding a nonprofit health collaborative. This is the one I love. She is passionate about health and wellness and studied yoga and holistic healing in India. So, Christy, no wonder her top 5 strengths: strategic, activator, ideation, futuristic, and positivity. Please welcome Christy Bailey. Hey, Christy.
Hi, Anne. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, thank you. I just love getting to be part of this. So it's my honor, and it's also Pulpdent's honor to get to be here. And first of all, I'm reveling over how amazing Lonnie was. Thank you so much. I feel so inspired. I actually was telling Nikki during the breakout session, I said, I love being inspired. I rarely feel genuinely inspired to get up and go. And what you said was so empowering. And I'm like, let's get to work. I need a new bio. I need to do all of these things. So thank you so much for that inspiration. And just following what she mentioned for personal branding, if we haven't had the opportunity to meet before, a couple things I would love for you to know about me is that I have a corgi child, Winston Remington, who's my little baby. I truly claim him as my child, and I'm obsessed with him. I think that's very important. I live in Boston. I'm vegan, and I do believe it is my fundamental purpose on earth to empower women, especially women in business. And I'm just so grateful to be working for a company that sees that not only as valuable, but also as completely necessary. And what's so amazing, I think, about this Dew universe that Anne has facilitated for us as women in dentistry is that it's such a special place for us to come together, be vulnerable, be brave, be encouraged. And I'm very grateful to be a part of this. I know Pulpdent's very grateful to be a part of it, and we're just really happy to be here. So thank you. As Anne mentioned, we actually first met the way that actually probably many of us have met Anne Duffy, which was during a trade show. And I remember just seeing this woman in a pink power pantsuit with, literally, I say this to her all the time, an actual halo around her head and a group of women surrounding her. And I immediately thought, I need to know who she is and I need to be her friend. And I think we had a couple gin and tonics or champagnes, and we were dancing. We just had so much fun. We hit it off, and we just started planning on ways that we could collaborate to empower women in dentistry, both from her vision with Dew and my role at a manufacturer. And fast forward that a few years, I was actually at a different company at that point, but fast forward to a few years forward, when I first brought up Pulpdent's need to be involved with Dew, one thing that was really incredible with being in that boardroom was that I didn't receive any pushback. I was asked what I needed to do to make it happen. And while I had this incredible opportunity, I feel, of being empowered as a woman in my organization, I'm very aware that that's not the story for many women in general, especially in our industry. We've certainly come from a place where we've been in a older white male dominated industry. And we just have so much work to do to really not only empower each other, but to empower ourselves, as Lonnie was sharing. And that it's so important to be building that confidence and building our own brand identity out of that, so we can continue to soar and raise each other up. And we have a lot of work to do. And I think we all know that. I think that's why some of us are here today. We're really excited to be doing that work and to be elevating other women, including ourselves. But one thing that I feel so grateful for is that I'm really honored to be working for a company that is willing to put in the work to promote women in dentistry. Because even on our leadership team, I'm one of two women, and that's something that I'm very aware of, that our company is very aware of. And so I think something that happens so commonly is leadership organizations will say, oh my gosh, the whole leadership team is full of these men. But I think there's also so much work and partnership that we can do with the men to help elevate the women in our industry as well. So I'm really honored to be part of a company that truly lets me do that and continues to empower me to help empower others and do cool different things with women in our industry, including Dew. And so I do have a couple slides that I'll share here, and these are just going to be a little introduction on Pulpdent. So let me share my screen here. All right. So this is our fun little logo. We have a new dark background, which is very moody, and I love it. This is the Dew meeting that Anne mentioned when we brought a group of Dews to Pulpdent. So basically what happened is, after our gin and tonic evening that we had, we just started brainstorming so many fun ideas. And we wanted not only to find a way to engage with women in the industry and engage with Pulpdent, but we also wanted a way to really bring women together, because we feel like there's so much magic when we come together, which is part of what inspired this Friday Learning Cruise series. And so I called Anne, I said, look, I got it approved. We need to send out an invitation to some amazing Dews, and we need to get everyone to Pulpdent. And we just had the most magical week talking about our challenges, our strengths, and really paving a roadmap forward for things that we needed to go forward and be successful. And it was so magical. Unfortunately, the pandemic hit, so we haven't gotten to do this again since, but we will be doing this again. So look out for an opportunity to visit us in 2022, hopefully, assuming the pandemic continues to go in a positive direction for us. And then a little bit about Pulpdent, if you have not heard of us. We were actually founded by a dentist, Dr. Harold Burke, and he really genuinely believed that it was his responsibility as a dentist to save teeth rather than optimize procedures for profit. And so he really worked to create products that optimize patient care. And what was so amazing is, in his quest to do this, he and our brilliant R&D team came up with Activa Bioactive, which I'm sure you've seen or heard of. And the reason for Activa Bioactive actually coming into existence was there were so many people going on missions trips, and they had good intentions of leaving people better than they found them. But unfortunately, a lot of the work required follow-up care that was not able to be maintained well. And I know many on this call have probably been involved in missions, and there's so many good things that happen there. But what we find in restorations is they fail. And they typically will fail within 7 years. And a lot of dentistry in the US now is redo dentistry. So he came up with, our team came up with Activa Bioactive. And Activa Bioactive is the first active and completely bioactive, biocompatible restorative material in dentistry. And that enabled us to really empower missions efforts to provide longer lasting care for patients that received care during those missions trips. And that's something that's really at the heart of our company. And we really stand by those values of taking care of patients, taking care of our clinicians, and really taking care of people in a long-term way as best as we can. And so we continue to keep all of our manufacturing 100% in the US. We're based just outside of Boston, Massachusetts in Watertown. And we're still a family-owned company, which I think is so rare and so special. We are both owned and operated by the Burke family. My boss, our president, Dr. Fred Burke, he actually is the son of Dr. Harold Burke. And so the values instilled by the founder of our company, as we were this teeny tiny company in a building just in Brookline, right outside of Boston, is still continued today. And I will say that we do such an amazing job of just putting our people first. I noticed this when I came to interview with Pulpdent. I was given a tour by Fred and he took me around the factory, and every single person was met with this type of respect and communication and just dignity that I have not seen at a lot of the other companies I had interviewed with around the same time. And I think that's just so special, and that comes out in our products, and it's just such a beautiful, amazing thing that happens. That is I'm sad to say I don't feel like it's that common anymore. We also, this is really fun, but I do feel like we're a very imaginative company. We are really dedicated to improving patient care through so much, just so much progressive thinking and investing in our R&D and really making sure that we have scientists and engineers that are moving not only our products forward, but the entire industry forward. And as I mentioned, we're the innovator of bioactive materials. This has become quite the trend in dentistry recently, but we've been really inspired by biochemistry and the biophysics of life itself. We look at dental products as an extension of patient care. We're not looking at them just as a Band-Aid resolution. And so we're really working to continue supplying the products we have that are so innovative, but we're also really working to create even new products. We have some really cool things in the pipeline that you'll get to learn about a little bit more in 2022. And we're just doing so many things to make a significant impact in patient care and to help kind of overcome that negativity that going to the dentist is horrible. It doesn't have to be. And we also, I think I mentioned this really, but we really do seek to empower dental professionals. We recognize that the biggest issue is that there are materials that are passive, and sometimes that can be helpful, but overall, we know that as clinicians, you really want to take the best care of your patients. And we know that you have an amazing extension through your hands with the products you use. And so we really want to help you be a better healer and really help your patients live better lives and help you live better lives as well. So the last thing is I'd love to stay in touch with you. As Anne mentioned, I am responsible for all of our key opinion leaders and all of our professional relations. So we are always looking to expand our KOL reach. We are fairly picky because we do really want to work with clinicians that are authentically passionate with our brand. And we really want to work with clinicians that are authentically passionate about our products and patient care that aligns with our values. And so there's a lot of really cool opportunities we have to work together, one of which is you can become a Pulpdent KOL. We have an educational board that reviews and approves our CE programs. And we're always looking for product feedback. We're always looking to provide you CE product samples for evaluation purposes, and we'd love to connect with you. So I will put in the chat so you can copy and paste my email as well as our social media handles. And that will enable you to connect with me. Just shoot me a quick email. I am going on vacation for the end of July. So if you don't hear back from me for a few weeks, that's why. I will get back to you, I promise. But we would love to work with you, and I would love to connect with you, get to know you, and see how we can partner together to just continue empowering each other, women in our industry, and see if there's any other maybe clinical or educational ways that we can also work together. Thank you all, and happy weekend, everyone. I likely will not be able to stay on the whole time, so if I leave, please shoot me an email. Again, I would love to connect with you.
Thank you, Christy. It's so good. What a beautiful presentation you gave us, just from the heart. We love you. We love everything that Pulpdent's doing, and Fred is just a gentleman. And I mean,
Yeah.
all the people that I met there, they're just good people. And then good people find good people. So
Yeah.
keep it up. And I think even if you if you know somebody that you think would be suited for KOLs,
Yes.
this is how we all do it, ladies. We invite and we connect all of us, because give some people a chance, right? So
Yeah.
that's the important thing. Spread the word, and that's what we do. So thank you,
And we're
Christy.
always, yeah. And one more thing, sorry, Anne, don't mean
No,
to
it's
interrupt.
fine.
But we're always looking for people to do things in addition to speaking. So if you're really passionate about articles, if you're really passionate about videos, if there's something that you're really passionate about, and you're also passionate about Pulpdent, or you want to be, that's fine too. We
Right.
can work on that. We would love to also develop a way to work with you as well.
Yes, that would be great, because I think Pulpdent is a sleeping giant. It really
Yeah.
is. And it's our duty, it's our duty to get the world to
Mhm.
know all about you. So
Yeah.
thank you. And thanks again for your support.
Yeah, of course. Thank you. Happy
Okay.
weekend, everyone. I'm so glad to see everyone. This is so fun. And thank you, Anne and Nikki, for making this happen. And to our incredible speakers, Dr. Rambob and Lonnie Grass. I'm so excited to hear from you. And Lonnie, it's been amazing. Thank you.